While rumors can create fan excitement, it can also create fan dread. This is Wrestling Hub, and here are 10 rumors fans hope aren't true. Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Hub and turn on all notifications to stay up to date with everything in the world of pro wrestling. After being pulled from TV last October, Aleister Black has not been making WWE appearances until recently in the form of vignettes. There were reports a while back about Black being unhappy and looking to get out of his contract, though WWE have started reintroducing him on Raw. However, the inconsistency with which WWE has been treating Black has to be worrisome. Rumors suggest he is being moved away from SmackDown to allow Damian Priest to shine on that brand. That does not necessarily mean Black is in line for a major push. Raw is also the more inconsistent brand in terms of content. Black is again at risk of getting lost in the shuffle because of how inconsistent WWE are in giving their talents a platform regularly. Bray Wyatt has been one of the most exciting WWE stars since 2019. He had one of the most ambitious character changes in modern history, creating the Firefly Funhouse and The Fiend. He has world title reigns to show for it, but has a lot more high-profile losses than wins. That is incredible considering he was portrayed to be unstoppable in that form. After decisively losing his feud to Randy Orton at WrestleMania, he hasn't been seen on WWE TV. Reports have confirmed Wyatt is backstage at almost every Raw and is not injured. Creative just has nothing for him. When creative stops having storylines for you, it's a worrying sign. With fans concerned, this could be the end of The Fiend as a main event star. Zelina Vega was fired from WWE for refusing to give up control on her accounts on third-party websites like Twitch and OnlyFans. The company have mandated they get a cut from talents using their WWE likeness in non-wrestling endeavors. While it was a massive issue even Paige and Xavier Woods spoke out against, Vega was the only one to outright defy WWE, and she was fired as a result. Now Vega is expected to re-sign with the company. Considering their public feud, it's odd to see her go right back to them. Of course, the exact circumstances surrounding her re-signing have not been revealed, yet fans are disappointed she couldn't hold her stance on this situation. Probably the scariest rumor regards Keith Lee. He was a title contender in 2020 and coming into his own. However, he has not been on TV for a while and was pulled from a US title match he was supposed to win at Fastlane. PW Insider noted Lee is not being used on TV because creative has nothing for him. That is incredibly odd considering his skill set and the push he was receiving not even a year ago. The only issue could be the chairman. Vince McMahon had forced Lee to go to special classes along with other big men for specific training. If Lee cannot win over McMahon, his career may fizzle out. When the Hardys returned in 2017, they got one of the loudest reactions in WrestleMania history, but that was the high point of their return. Matt left a year ago, while Jeff has signed an extension till 2023. Hardy went from being a dark horse favorite to become WWE champion at Elimination Chamber earlier this year to jobbing out to Jinder Mahal on main event. While WWE is going to be high on Jinder, promoting him at the expense of Hardy has proven where the company sees him. With that, this could be his final WWE run. After years of being an underrated workhorse who could occupy the tag team division or the mid-card, Cesaro has broken into the main event. He is paired up against Roman Reigns in a fresh rivalry. Roman is on the run of a lifetime, finally coming into his own as a believable bad guy, and now he's defeated Cesaro at Backlash. While it was a great match, is this the end for Cesaro in this spot? From all rumors, it seems Reigns is going to rule as Universal Champion for the entire summer, as the Usos are expected to become tag champions. Even though many feel time is running out for Cesaro to become world champion, his opportunity is now, and with Roman Reigns, it's unlikely to happen soon. Andrade going to AEW sounds perfect. All the fan favorites that failed to break the glass ceiling in WWE are instantly linked with AEW when released. However, available talent could become too much of a good thing. Andrade is phenomenal and would probably fare better in AEW, but this should be a worry for fans. The roster in AEW is generating a reputation of being the land of released WWE stars. While that is unfair considering the talent on the roster that haven't been associated with that company, it makes sense when you look at how they have pounced on releases. With so many wrestlers, the roster hasn't been able to showcase everyone fairly. Miro aka Rusev just got a title in AEW after months of being a mid-carder. Shawn Spears did not emerge into a superstar either, and Matt Hardy hadn't rediscovered his TNA form. Andrade might be a fantastic fit, but the chances of him getting lost on that roster are high. There should be intrigue around Tessa Blanchard. Still, she has seen a fall in popularity after many spoke out against her behavior. She went from being considered one of the best women's wrestlers in the world to a PR nightmare. AEW have been heavily linked with Blanchard ever since their formation. Many even said AEW was relying on getting Blanchard to establish her as the face of their women's division. Ever since this controversy came to light, the company has not been able to sign her. WWE have been linked with her in the past, but those talks seem to have died down, with Blanchard's promising career hitting a major roadblock. AEW have had a great run on a primetime Wednesday night slot on TNT, consistently beating NXT before they moved to Tuesdays. Considering their popularity, many would expect AEW to be a priority for TNT, like how WWE shows are for networks like Fox and USA. Though TNT is primarily sports-based, they recently signed a massive deal with the National Hockey League, estimated to be worth around $235 million. This will affect scheduling on TNT, which means AEW status on Wednesday primetime slots may be shaky. It has already been confirmed that AEW will be moving off Wednesdays to accommodate the NBA playoffs. While the NBA season will end, it seems AEW will have to constantly juggle time slots with TNT during the peak of their respective sports on their networks. A more somber prediction amidst the Daniel Bryan free agency drama is that he may be looking to retire once again, as his in-ring workload has been diminished over the last year. His options are clear, especially as Bryan will be prized by top promotions, but what happens with him? Bryan has had a stellar run since returning from his initial retirement. He has gotten a chance to go out on his own terms and has already begun the transition into booking and creative in 2020. If Bryan re-signs, there may be a chance we don't see him wrestle again. On the other hand, we could see Bryan go to a promotion like AEW or even a nostalgic return to Ring of Honor. While those are exciting options, the uncertainty around Bryan's status as an active wrestler will have everyone waiting with bated breath. And these were 10 rumors wrestling fans hope aren't true. Hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.